Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to use some very unusual materials in my junk journal, like sand. Yes, this is sand and seashells. A plastic sleeve for old slides and fabric. I guess fabric is not very unusual, but I don't use a lot of fabric inside my journals. I tend to use them for my cover, but today I want to use it inside my journal. And the journal we're going to be working on today is Mar. So let's get started. So I actually made a mess with the sand. My bag wasn't properly sealed, so let me clean for a bit. I want to show you this beautiful bag that my mom made for my journal. She also made me a bigger bag that I can carry to the grocery store or anywhere I go. And she made me this small one for my ocean journal, Mar, and I love it. It's super cute. And I have more of this fabric. I have leftovers of this fabric. And I love this fabric because it has a lot of journaling elements, like there are tags and like a postcard and a lot of things that can go well with a journal. So if you haven't seen my previous videos about mar, which means sea in Spanish, I'm gonna link down below the video where I made this journal. I think I have a playlist because I made it step by step. And this has become my travel journal, actually. I take it everywhere where I go. Well, not many places lately, but I've been writing in it. And I also like to do, every time I go to the beach, I like to bring a little bit of the beach with me. Let me show you what I did last summer. And I like to save a little bit of the sand in my journal. I've made this type of tags twice. The other one I have it in my other journal, Azul. And this one, I made it with a window envelope. So this is an envelope. Then I collaged on top and I glued it to some cardboard. And that's my way to keep sand in my journal. But this time I want to do something different. So I want to use these slide sheets, sleeves, I don't know what they're called. So as I mentioned in one of my last videos, my work is going through a lot of renovation. And so they're throwing away, or they're leaving for you to take a lot of old, very old stuff. And there were many of these slide sheets because I guess in the past, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe even 15 years ago, people used to teach and give lectures with those small plastic slides. I'm gonna try to find a picture and put it down here in case you don't know them. And you can store them in here. So each of these squares have an opening. Let me see if I can find the opening here. And I thought this was great to use it in my journal for my sand collection. I actually made a prototype and it works. I did some sewing in here in my machine that I did fix, and I thought we can do something fun with this. So just to be totally honest, it's not summer anymore. We're in October and I didn't do this during the summer. Well, I didn't go to the beach until August. But anyways, it's never late. I should be doing fall theme stuff, but it's never late to do summer stuff. Summer is my favorite season anyways. Okay, so that's enough with the talking and let's start working. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to cut a couple of these sheets or sleeves from here. I already cut this one to make the prototype. So I'm gonna cut this one on top. Once you cut them like this, they are not sealed anymore on one side. So you have to make sure that what you're cutting is not right on that sealed mark there, or whatever it's called, seam. I guess we could call it a seam. So we have to cut next to it to make sure that the pocket it's going to be sealed like that. Oh, I got this wonky, so I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna cut a couple because I actually have a couple of ideas that I want to try and see if they work. So let's do this one. Maybe you can still find this in like thrift stores. I guess only thrift stores. I don't think they sell them anymore because I don't know if people actually still uses lights like that. You need to have a special projector for it. So now we have two of these little pockets. They are transparent. They are of a good thickness so that it's good. And let's see what we're gonna put in them. So I have some of these metallic stars. I think I bought this at Michael's many years ago. I don't know why I wanted them. And I don't know what I've made with them. But I think I want to use these. And I also have my ocean stickers that I have them all here. Oh, this way. Ooh, there's some cool ones. Yes, I definitely want to use some of these. Some are too big for it, but I want to use these ones that are shiny. So let's start with the sticker and then we'll do the stars. Because now that I saw these stickers, I'm like, wow. Let's see how I'm gonna make it work. I want to put a jellyfish. I have a lot of jellyfish here. Ooh, this one. What about this one? This is not too big that I don't have to cut it. Oh, yeah. Do I have something else I can add? Well, maybe, what about this one? Can I add these two things? Can you see well there? Maybe not, because this is all transparent. What if I put this up on the back? Maybe you can see it better now. Do they fit or is it too much? I think one jellyfish. Yes, I think just the jellyfish works best for this. I have that wide one that it's bigger. Let's see if that one, how that one looks like. Oh, I forgot how much I love these stickers. They're so pretty. Now I don't know which one I like best. I think this is my favorite. Okay, so I want to put this inside. That's gonna be the goal. To stick it inside. Let's see if I can make it. I can put it like this. Yes. Let's see. Oh, it looks so cool. Okay, let's try to do this. I'm going to, do I want to cut around? I am going to cut around my sticker a little bit just because I don't want to have that extra plastic. I set up my camera a little bit different today, so I don't know if you can see me very well. Let me know. Okay. I still have a lot of sand in here. Okay, so the question is, how do I stick this? Do I stick it facing it? Oh no, I have to stick it that way. Okay, so it's gonna be stick to the back of the bag, which is fine. I mean, I could stick it in the front, but I want it to be inside my little pocket. And see how this is gonna work. I've never done this before, so you'll know with me. Okay, I'm gonna use my forceps for this. I'm actually too clumsy to do this. Can I tilt it? Okay, there. Haha, I did it. Ooh, look at that. So it's inside. Did I stick it correctly? Yes. I'm gonna make sure that it's very well stuck to the plastic, because now I'm gonna add the sand. So this is not gonna be so obvious because it's gonna be covered with sand, but I'm not gonna put too much sand inside this. Do I want to use the seashells as well? Maybe. I always put my seashells in a jar like this, but this time around, oops, can you see it like this? Maybe better. So it's sand and seashell. This time around, I didn't collect many seashells, so I don't know if I want to put them. In the past, with the window envelopes, the seashells have been a problem because they ended up breaking, poking my windows, and then I have a mess. So maybe I'll just save them to have them in my jar, although there's some tiny ones I could use. Now I'm just gonna do sand. Okay, that looks cool. It's very cute actually. I didn't put a lot of sand because I don't want the sand to cover my jellyfish. Let me see. There. So cute. Okay, so I'm gonna take this to my sewing machine and I'll be back. Okay, look at that. I really like it. Okay, let's do another one. This one. And now let's put some of those stars. So let me choose. So these are pretty big. So I, of course, want something blue, but then I was thinking gold and silver. Oh, yes. Or like a more teal color. Now let's do gold and silver. Why not? So I guess for this one, I'm going to put the sand first. I have a mess with the sand here. There's sand everywhere. Yeah, I'm going to put just a tiny bit. So the first one I made has more sand, but for these two, I'm not putting that much sand. Let's add the stars. These ones are going to be just floating around. Like a shaker type of thing. Maybe like that. Or maybe 3, it's too much. Okay, I think 3 is too much. So I'm gonna take the gold out. Maybe I'll use it somewhere else in my journal. Okay, and now let's sew this one. I'll be back. Okay, here's this one. The stars don't move a lot, so it's not like an actual shaker. But yeah, kind of. I don't know if I like this one that much. Maybe I like this one better. I don't know what to do with the threads yet because I haven't decided what I'm making yet. Just wanted to make this, but now we need to incorporate this with the fabric and put it in my journal. So how are we gonna do that? I don't know. Let's see. So next it's the fabric. What do I want to do with the fabric? I actually want to cut the tag. Ooh, they're more like they're circle tags. Oh, there's so many tags. Ooh, this is so lovely. I just love this fabric. I'm gonna cut this one. Do I want that one? I don't know. I really like this one. I don't want to cut the seahorse. If you're curious, this is a print designed by Richloom. Here's the information. I bought it at Michael's in the US. Okay. I know I'm gonna mess it up because I'm not good at working with fabrics. But there we have one. I love the circle one. Do I have a circle one here? No. What about here? No. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and get these two now without messing up the rest. I got too close to it. There is probably a better way to do this, but I guess now you know that I'm not good with working with fabrics because I feel like I'm doing this the wrong way, but I don't know what the correct way is. But this is a great lesson, I guess, for you if you're ever afraid to do something because you don't know how to do it. Just do it. There is no other way to learn than just doing the stuff. So even if this looks and seems wrong, I mean, why not try? That's always my goal, to teach you, to let you know that it's okay to be imperfect, because that's what I've learned in life. When you suffer from perfectionism, it's really hard to enjoy life. At least for me, that has been the case, and I've had to learn to let go of perfectionism. Do I still have it? Yes, but I try to apply it everywhere. Like, it's okay if it's not perfect. And there are instances where I struggle more than others, and journaling is one of those instances where I don't struggle as much. I give myself permission to make mistakes and not to do the things in a perfect way, because most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. Like today, I literally have no idea what the end product is gonna look like, but I'm enjoying the step-by-step process. We'll see. That's my philosophy talk. Okay, so I'm cutting this roughly around the edges of the tags, and it's not perfect, obviously, because I just talked about. And I know this is going to, the edges are going to fray eventually, like they're already starting to do so. And I'm okay with it, as long as it doesn't fray all the way. Would that happen? I hope not. If that starts happening, I guess I could sew it. Should I sew it now? Well, I don't even know how I'm gonna use them, so let's see. Okay, so I have my 3 tags that I cut out from my fabric. They are, maybe they need a little bit of ironing, but I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna iron. So I was thinking to have like a fabric flip like this. I don't know if I like that idea. Maybe it would be like this. And what if we put this one at the top? Well, but then I don't know. Well, why don't we make 3? Like this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna make. So I don't know what these are gonna be called. We need to think of a name. I wish you could tell me. Thanks. I decided to cut the threads, maybe a little bit hanging. I did do back and forth, so I did reverse stitch at the ends of my sewing so that it doesn't unravel. Just letting you know. So I'm not making a knot here, because just by doing the back and forth, that's gonna keep it without unraveling for the most part. If it does unravel, then I will know. I will have sand all over my, but that's okay. It's an ocean journal. There should be sand in the ocean. Okay, so I have 3. Do I like this one that doesn't have anything? My answer was no, I don't like it. So I'm gonna use some gold and blue pens, paint markers. These are my Posca pens. And I'm just gonna draw like, oops, I don't know, wavy things. Little things that can be found in the ocean. Do I like them? Not really. And then some dots. This I feel like I'm gonna have to let it dry. And then some bigger dots. The gold, it's not really showing up. Maybe I'll make some stars. I don't even see what I'm doing. The gold doesn't really show up, at least for me. Can you see it on camera? Very, very, very faintly. But the blue things don't look too bad. Yeah, that's okay. And so how are we gonna do this? Okay, I have my crocodile, and let's see if this is gonna work. I want to make some holes and put eyelets to connect the two things. I mean the two elements of my interactive tags. How are we gonna call them? I'm gonna use white eyelets because I don't use them often. So I'm gonna put the fabric on the back, and I'm gonna use the hole that the fabric tag has, you know, that circle there. That's gonna be my guide, and I do kind of want to center this and make sure that I'm not poking the hole where my thread is. Okay. Oh no, okay, I have to make sure that there is no sand in there. This is gonna be this is gonna be tricky. I'm already scared. Did it go through the fabric? It did. Did it go through the plastic? Oh, through the plastic is perfect. Okay, so now we need to make sure that we don't move this too much because we're gonna make a mess. Okay, can you see? If this doesn't look good, I'm gonna try to zoom in while I'm editing because I don't know if you can actually see very well what I'm doing. So let's attach that eyelet. Ooh, there it is. It actually looks cool. It's like a surprise thing. And now I need to put something in there. So for this one, do I want it in front and then be like, oh, surprise? And this one, because it's bigger, yeah. Let's do this one a little bit differently, although I don't want to cover the jellyfish. No, I'm gonna do it on top. I think I like it better on top. Okay, hole made. Another one. It looks cute. Okay, so this one looks great like this. So that's what we're gonna do. I kind of wanted the fabric to be more visible, I guess, or to have a more prominent role in this little tags. I guess they are tags. Let's call them tags. But I like them being behind the plastic pockets. I can go down because I saw all the sand coming up. Oh no, look how I did this one. I just did this one to the side. Now I cannot move it. But that's okay, because I did want this tag to be more prominent. You know what, it would have been cool too? To have like some cardstock on the back. But I didn't do that. Should have done that before doing my eyelet. I don't know. Okay, so what's next? I have no idea. So I think what's next is that I need to find a page where to put them and then to figure out a pocket situation. I'm not gonna do a flip through my journal right now because we can do that when I have more. Oh, look at that jellyfish there. Oh, I love it. This is a paperback. It's from a paperback. I use the paper from the paperback. So do I want to use this page? Maybe, because this journal I'm actually enjoying working on it in a organized manner. So I started doing like pages not in order, but then I wanted to do them in order, and I've been enjoying that. So these actually look good like this. What if I glue them instead of having a pocket to put them? Or they can go in a pocket, although the fabric, it's not gonna enter a pocket. Let's see. Let's try this pocket. So it's gonna be hard to put the fabric in there, is it? But then we'll have that. I don't know if I really want that, to be honest. But also, what if I do like a dangling situation here and this one in a pocket? Well, I can also use this page. What if I use this one on this page? Oh yeah, that one looks good there. Okay, so we're gonna make a pocket here for these two, and then that's gonna go in there. And I need to write something in here. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I want to make a tag with this. This is actually like a filing folder. So let's figure this out. So I want to make a tag that's gonna contain these two other tags. Okay, so I'm gonna mark here where I have, what is that, 10 centimeters? No, that's 9, but 10 is fine. I mean 9 is fine. And then maybe a mark here. I don't know, what is that? And let's trim that. Okay, have that. And so now what I want to do is to make a pocket in here. So I'm going to fold about this much. What is it? 3 centimeters, I think. Chun, 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 chun. So these ones are gonna go in here. Oh, look at that. These two. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm gonna use this to decorate this pocket. Well, should I? Maybe I should have made it longer then. Okay, let's try to fold this. It's gonna have a crease, but I don't care. What did I do that? I don't know. I didn't measure. It went up a little bit. There. Okay, I'm going to round these edges here. Okay, and this, I want to stick it there. How do I do that? I'm gonna use one of these fasteners, brads. I don't know what they're called. Oops. So I just need to make a hole here. Let me mark where. Oh, I made the small one. Oh yeah, it works. Okay, the small one's fine. Before anything, we're going to ink. Oh, before I continue inking, I need to cut these corners. I'm gonna use my template to do so, because this is a tag pocket. That's what it is. Now I can continue inking. Do some like this. And now let's use that fold, that crease that I have there to make it look more intentional. Okay, now it looks like old. It looks very old. So I'm going to connect this here. Let's close the little legs. There we go. And this actually can move now, and it's going to be interactive. It ended up being like a smaller tag than what I thought, but that's fine. This actually is not going to be attached, so this can be removed. And now let's glue the pocket. So I'm going to do, two sides. Do I want to decorate this further? Do I? I think it needs some stamps. I love my ocean stamps. So which one? Let's do the whale, the big whale. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, in the back, we're gonna do something else as well. No, not the same one. Which one do we do in the back? This one with the flowers. So I want to have more like a flat surface. That's not gonna work. Do it there. It's gonna be subtle. I just want to have something subtle on the back. I'll fix this later. Now, before I continue, I just want to write something here. Okay, and I'm gonna date it so you'll know when I'm doing this. You know, I like to date my journaling, and this is my journaling time here. Today's October 12th. Is that the correct way? Yeah. I'm not doing my series of journal with me because I just haven't been journaling a lot. In a way that I can record it, because I did journal while I was on vacation. Okay, I love this. I think this is a great way to keep a memory. So that's what I wrote, that this is a memory from the beach and that I love bringing sand with me. So this one is gonna go in here. This is gonna be hard to put in there because the fabric, it's very soft because it's fabric, of course. That one moves. Okay, so now we need to make a pocket to put this inside my journal. So this is the page I want to use. This This page is very flimsy, but I'm gonna continue with my tradition of going in order. I feel like this needs more ink. Now that I'm looking at it with distance, but we're gonna use this page even if it's flimsy. So I have this box with all my papers for Mar, and let's see if I have a scrap here that can be used for, oh, I have my plasters in here. A paper that can be used for a pocket, could be that one. Do I want a taller pocket? I don't know. So usually for pockets, I like to use cardstock or like thicker paper of sorts because they are easier to use as pocket. Have that one. I have that one. Let's see. Kind of like this one. Oh, look at that. That can even go like this. Oh, I love it. Do I love it? I do love it. Can it go like this too? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's do that. I'm so excited. Okay, where do I need to trim this one? Around here. Okay. I don't know where I have my paper trimmer. Oh, it's here, it's here. You can tell I haven't been crafting or journaling because I don't know where all my stuff are. Okay, we have that. Of course, I like my pockets to have a notch. Kind of on the center, so I'm doing a thumb notch with a half circle, like that. Do I want to round the corners? Let's be fancy, we're also gonna round the corners. I'm using the smallest setting in my corner rounder thing. Cutter, I don't know what it's called. Punch. My corner punch. And what do we need? Yes, we need ink. Ooh, because this makes it look like the ocean. I don't know. Look, that looks like the sand and the waves. I'm just imagining things here. I think this is gonna be a longer video than what I thought, but I'm having so much fun. With literally, I didn't know what to do from when I started recording. I'm not making it up. This is what you're seeing. It's what's going through my brain right now. I only knew I wanted to use these materials and I wanted to make these little things. I just didn't know how I was gonna use them in my journal. So I'm gonna stamp Mar because that's what I've been doing. So Mar means sea in Spanish. And if you want to know, the word for ocean is océano. Maybe write it down below here. Maybe I'll do a section of the Spanish word of the day. Do you want to? Are you interested in that? Let me know. I'm happy to teach Spanish. Let's glue this pocket. Okay, so 3 sides for a pocket. I'm gonna do it a little bit higher because I think I'm rounding the corners of this journal. Yes, I am, and I didn't round these last 2. I don't take my corner rounder on vacation, so that's why I didn't round them. We did a train trip this summer as well, and I did some journaling in the train. I love to take this journal. This journal is a smaller size than my other journal, so it's so easy to take. And if I'm worried about this, I detach it, and it's easier. So then this will go in here. I'm gonna let it dry actually, just in case, because I just accidentally lifted that there. And we're gonna work on this page. This one, it's gonna be easy because all I want is to touch this here. And I can either do another brad or I can do a paper clip. Maybe I'll do a paper clip. Oh, one fell. Just because I don't know how. This is very thin paper. I don't know how well it's gonna hold my brad. So should this go like this? Or should we do it on the side? Or should we just clip the fabric? I think I like that, just clipping the fabric and it stays there. Did I want to add something here? I'm gonna put some of this ribbon, which is the same ribbon I have in other tags. Okay, there's no way I can do this like that. Okay, have it here, and maybe I cut it too short. Oh yeah, way too short. Okay, I'm cutting a bigger piece. Fold it in half, make a loop there. So then I'm putting where my fold is through the hole. I mean, I'm sure you know how to do this. And then in that loop, we pass the ribbon through there. Then I'll clip it there. Yeah, I think that's a good length. Or maybe I'll trim it a little bit, actually. I don't want it to be that long. Do I want to do something else with this page? I actually like it as it is. I'm just gonna do some gold dots. I could write here, but I don't want to write on top of that jellyfish. Maybe I'll do some lines. It's a beautiful jellyfish. This gold pen doesn't go well in transparent plastic or craft paper. So what else now? Oh, I said I wanted to use this star, and I think I'm gonna glue it there on the other side. Have I glued this material before? I have no idea if it's gonna work. Let's see. Hopefully, Art Glitter Glue glues metallic paper. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's put our tag in here. Oh, so let me show you. It's a pocket tag that you can put your other tag in there. Boom, boom, boom. And then this go into another pocket. There. I actually love it. I don't know about you, but I love this. I'm so happy. Look. The sand moves. And I have 3 different versions of my sand pockets. And I think this is really cool. Oh, before I go, let me date this page as well, so that I know that I put that in there at the same time. And I'm gonna round this page. I'll round later the other ones. Yeah, it's not gonna work well with flimsy paper. My corner rounder doesn't really round flimsy paper. It works great for more thicker paper. So that's what we did today. We used these slides, plastic sheets, fabric, and sand to create these little memory keepers. Oh, look, I just saw that reflection of the jellyfish in my journal. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this inspired you to try new things, to use materials that maybe you didn't think they could be used in a junk journal. And yes, you can keep sand in your journals. This is the 3rd time I'm keeping sand in my journals, and it works. And I love it. I love it, especially for my Mar journal. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time soon. Bye.